Big Blast that accepts Longshot clips. It also accepts Recon and Raider drums, or Recon clips. I'll start with the back real quick. Did not plug the overpressure valve. I did, however, grease the O-ring, so now the overpressure valve kicks in after 10 pumps, which before it kicked in at 13 because this pump was awful. I reinforced the trigger with polycarbonate. I copied Zorn or Ice 9, one of the other, from Nerf Haven. He posted a picture and I just did what they did. It's polycarbonate on the stem or the middle part that is epoxied on, so that's reinforcing it so it should not break. It may, but I don't think it will. But I used a big size polycarbonate because that's all I have laying around. So I had to, cut down my shell a little bit so that functions alright. So it is visible, but it doesn't affect performance at all. Now to the unique part, the breech. I did copy this off of someone on Nerf Haven, I forget who, and I cannot find that post, but someone else did this when they just stuck a clip inside the shell. But it's pretty much just a rectangle here that a clip goes into and feeds into my breech. The breech has a 19/32 brass sheath and then a 9/16 brass barrel. The barrel is 12 inches long. I believe that's the best length because this is a very powerful blaster. I could have used 17/32 and I would if it was a Springer, but with a loose dart fit and an air gun it performs better. I'm getting 90 feet flat with stock streamlines and I don't have one laying around. There it is. And this is my modified streamline. I also copied this off of someone in Nerf Haven. You snip off the top and then fill the head with hot glue. It's a great substitution for turning these into CDDTs or whatever. However, this is not as heavy and won't inflict as much pain, or that's not usually someone's goal, but it doesn't get as good as range because I didn't add a weight. You could very easily add a weight. I just didn't want to. They're just more accurate than streamlines because they eliminate the little hole. But these get about 95 feet flat because they're more stable and they can just fly further in this blaster. And when I'm firing a streamline, a Stefan dart, they do not function without modifying the clips, just like an Angel Breach because this functions, the clip feeding system's the same. But I don't have any of those, but when I hand feed it, it's 115 feet flat, which is the best performing Big Blast I've had, which is great. I believe that's because of the extra size of the 9/16 barrel. So, whatever, I'm happy. I'm not exactly sure if I did something different with the air seal or whatever, but it's a great breech. So in the front I also have a polycarbonate, two polycarbonate semicircles, one on each side, and then they are not connected. There's a slit down the middle so I can still open the shells. That's why they're semicircles. Then I cut out a hole for the actual barrel, and then I cut it a little bit too big on accident, so I added some electrical tape. So now friction fits in very tight. It has no wobble whatsoever, which is great because no adhesive was needed, so I can still take out the entire tank assembly. I did glue the back of the breech onto the tank though, and if you can see in the pictures that I just showed you, to try to explain what I did before I actually started talking, I have a little nub of 17/32 brass, which is exposed just enough for the end of the 9/16 barrel to catch over top of the 17/32, and it's still within the 19/32, so the air seal is really good. And that also helps with a bit of the airflow in the back, and it helped me attach the breech a little bit easier. So firing the blaster, I know I'm going unedited because I've shot this video and it's annoying right now. Normal streamlines, unmodified clip, you just friction fits in and it snaps in, just like an Angel Breach. There is no clip lock like a Longshot would, or a Raider or whatever, but this is clamping onto the actual 19/32. So if you pretend my finger is the breeching system, it clips on and it's locked. You can't pull it off. Well, you can pull, that'll hurt my finger, but you pull down and it snaps off. Prime just like a Big Blast till the overpressure valve kicks in, and to load a dart, it's just like any one of my breeches where I would pull it out, hand feed the dart, but now the clip is feeding it because the spring is injecting a dart into the breech, and shut it, and now there's only one dart in the barrel, and then the rest are obviously still in the clip. You can see it shoots very hard. I'll shoot it 10 times. And for some people like me who are just straight up ammo whores, ammo whore being wanting to hold a ton of ammunition ready to fire. At the last Columbus War, I carried 3 Raider drums with me for the zombie round and somehow managed to fire off every dart from them. So I'm just a little bit trigger happy, and if anyone else is, a Raider drum will also fit in here. Just like the normal clip, it works the same, loads identically. Great, I'm not pumping that all the way. but it works great and gets the same ranges, obviously. Functions the same. It's a little bit wobbly, but it's not that big of a deal. It still stays in. Yeah, overall, this is a great build. I'm very excited to try this out indoors, and if I get around to it, but I am kind of tight on money, so if you're interested in purchasing this, please send me a message. I'm not eager to sell it, so it won't go for a low price, but if you'd like to and you have PayPal, send me a message with an offer. Other than that, though, thank you for watching. I don't have an update because all I'm doing is going to paint my neck finder, and I don't know if I want to waste a video on that. Let me waste your time watching a video. So, thanks for watching, and bye-bye.